Welcome to Mine Mountain, which is the 6th scenario in the Wild Expansion Pack to Rollercoaster Tycoon 3. We're here in a canyon. I don't know if it's the Grand Canyon, there's no river, but anyhow. We have two coasters over here. We have actually the one called Mine Mountain, which is like a minecart coaster, and we also have the mine train, mountain mine train it's actually called. So a bit of a western theme park here. It's the wild scenario, so we also have horses here. And we have then the description for the scenario is that we purchased this abandoned gold mine and decided to turn it into a theme park. But western theme parks are tame stuff these days, and can we take the park in a much wilder direction altogether and stake our claim to fame? Well, that's the question. We have the apprentice level, entrepreneur level, and tycoon level, and all three of them have increasing difficulty for profit from selling horses, also total monthly viewing gallery income, and a park value increasing up to 100,000. So we should focus actually then on the animals mostly. We also need to increase the park value, so we probably need a bit of attractions and such to attract customers as well. I just want to see, we have such a long queue for this one, this mine mountain. Okay, the price is 590, so probably that's good enough. And 490 for that one, 626 and 644. They should be sort of equal. I hope that's good. Maybe we can just try to increase this one just a little bit to get just a little bit of extra income from that. Also, the entrance is just a normal default one. We should change that to the saloon one, sure. And the fences, we also want maybe a bit more western themed. Same for this one. Let's just do that to start with. Like so, and we're off to go. So we want to focus on the horses over here. And we have a bunch of people that are walking all the way over here, and we have quite a small enclosure. So actually now, before we get too many people over here, I think we want to close this path off to not have it at all. We can let's remove just this here to start with, and yeah, we should also remove this part here so that we can expand it out this way. And these viewing platforms or viewing galleries, let's remove those and expand the enclosure so we have room to expand it this way then. So let's just start with that, and maybe add just then some couple more horses. We have 4 to start with. We have Hasim, Heidi, Helen, and Homer. So 2 female, 2 male horses. I have forgotten the English name for the... yeah. So let's just add a couple more females. And let's expand this at this direction. So then we can add a viewing gallery here instead. We'll also have to, well, we don't really have to, but we'll remove this one because we don't want any people over here. So we'll have to repair that fence also eventually. And let's also connect these and open this one up. We can probably start a bit higher. Let's just try with 3 from the beginning. Usually people think they are quite good value. There's no thoughts there yet. Let's start with that. We'll see if we'll have to move a bunch of people here. While doing that, I also realized that we had... where was she? Oh no, I missed her. Here, we have Bernadette R here. Bernadette Rostenkolsky, I suppose. Could be. Sure. Now we have a bit more horses. How do you feel? You feel, let's see here, social requires 12 or 20. Habitat is good, so that's great. We only have one keeper here, so let's have maybe 2 more of you. Let's also increase the, yeah, we have the feeding frequency often already. Have 1 mechanic. We don't have any janitors yet, so let's add 2, even though we don't really have any garbage for you to take care of just yet. It also became nighttime here, but not for too long. It's already morning. Great. Well, a long queue for this one. Not that much of a queue for that one, but they fill up the trains quite consistently, I suppose. So a good flow there, not such a good flow here then. So we can add, what do we have? So we have, let's look at Western themes. So we have this one here. We have quite a bit of attractions here, also 2 there. So we probably don't need that much research whatsoever. So let's just remove all of that. Do we have stalls? Just check that. Yeah, we do. Great. Let's then add, could probably add like Rotovator here, quite central, near the entrance. So let's just put you right there. Sure, I'll have the entrance right there and the exit on the other side. And we'll have a small queue for this one. Let's go with that. Starting price at 2. We'll see what people think of that. What do people think of this one? They really enjoyed it. One person think it's a really good value, so we can probably increase that one a bit more. How about this one? What do you think here? Really good value. At least one person thinks that, so we'll increase this one as well. How about over here? We don't have too much thoughts from the visitors. How's it going with yeah, we have a negative profit here from selling animals, but I guess this scenario will be one of those where we'll have to let the time pass by quite a bit to wait for the horses to breed so we can sell the fowls. But a total monthly gallery income of 200. It's now 152. And the park value is 47,000. So we're not too far off from that one. People are already queuing up here. We should also add just some stores so that they don't walk along hungry. So let's just show one more parallel path here, and we'll add a bit of food here. We'll have the Weizenburgers, and we'll have some root beer, like so. And do we have something else we can sell? Yeah, well, you need something to block the sun, I suppose. So let's sell some cowboy hats. Well, we'll also sell raccoon hats and Indian feathers, I suppose. Will you be the first customer? No, you won't. Sure. What else can we do in the meantime? We should try to attract some more people over in this direction. Okay, they're not paying that much for the viewing gallery, so we'll need to decrease this one for the time being. That one's a good value though. Okay, that is interesting that they are different. But the prices are connected, so I don't really know how to deal with that. It's problematic. All right. But we can add another attraction over here. Let's add, we can have the Western Wheel here quite near the horses. So we can have that one right. We also want space for the queue. It can go in the other direction, I suppose. So we'll have you here and let there be room for a queue there. have you exit there. Now we have a horse pregnant, good. So we're starting to get there. And Rotovator is a really good value, so let's increase this one also. We start at 250 then. People think over here. Really good value still. Looks too intense. Wrong line. Yeah, the queue is quite ridiculous. I agree with that. And here they want to go again. Not any thoughts. No thoughts regarding the price though. So we'll leave that. Just increase that one just a bit more. And I don't know why we have these like adventure theme lamps. So let's try to replace them with the mine themed ones. Like even the fire, if it looks good, but it's not according to the theme. So the park inspector would disapprove. I don't know if it disapproved that much, but anyways. We'll have a lamp there. Also need some extra over here, probably. So let's add one there. Sure, and also these lamps can be replaced. Not that we have any people over here, but still it looks nice. So while this will be a bit slower one, we're waiting for the horses to become pregnant and to give birth. We can take a ride. No, I want to go on the one in the front. We can take a ride in this one here. So we go up and there's a false track there. That's interesting. A bit slower at the start. Maybe it'll get more intense. Oh. So it's kind of slow, but I guess the turns are giving quite a bit of G-forces, so that's what makes this this coaster a bit exciting or intense. But I guess that'll have to be it for this first episode in Mine Mountain. We'll taking it a bit slowly, so I will wait the time out a bit to see when we'll get our first horses. As always, my name is Søren, and I thank you for watching.